We're good to go again. Okay, for you to just join us, we're going to turn it over to Walter, and he and Tom are going to give us a corporate update and kind of let us know what's going on, and we'll jump into a bunch of good questions that we have here today.
Yeah, let's do it. We good?
We're good, sir. You're live.
All right, awesome. Well, thanks everybody for hearing about the product itself and also the affiliate program. So just to recap all that what was said, we're basically paying you as a user and our affiliate to help grow our business, and you can build your business with us to give away a free product that pays you for giving away information you're already giving away. That's really the simplicity of this product. We're now in what we consider pre-launch. So last week we talked about the beta program for our super affiliates and our global affiliates and those who filled out the beta test form. Thank you for all those who filled it out. We got an overwhelming amount of people who were very, very interested in joining. We began the process of uploading the app for the beta test. We ran into a small snafu. So we'll actually show you in the spirit of transparency. We always like to talk about that. So I think last time we spoke about Apple, we talked about what we had to do. So let's talk about that first. So when we originally applied to get our app inside of the Apple App Store, one of the key things Apple wanted us to do is have a persistent message, is really telling the consumer that, hey, Tapestry is collecting your data. So we called it the silent push or the silent notification. It would basically send a notification to you every 4 hours silently, Tapestry still collecting your location data, and that went into the build that got approved. However, when we submitted the beta app for testing, it was missing. So you can actually see the missing push notification. So when we sent that out, I think early this week, Monday, Tuesday, that was missing in the build. It's actually now getting put back into the build. Our team's working all weekend to have this ready for you by Sunday night. So our beta testers can be testing on Monday. So that is the update there. We just want to be completely transparent with you guys. We can't wait to get this app in your hands as soon as possible. But that was one of the issues that kind of slowed up the beta program. So we expect the beta program to start on Monday, have that run for the 7-day period, and then talk about launching right after that. So that was that update. And also for those who haven't been on a call with us before, some of these questions may talk about how do we monetize data? What do you do with the data? How is it used? Is it personal identifiable? All of that stuff. So here's a good example because it's earmarked, it's on CNBC's website, our company's mentioned. Here's an example of how we use the data. Every week I try to tell you a different way of how this data can be used. One of the key things that we're looking at is where consumers go across the globe, but starting out in the United States. And behind every consumer generally is a brand that we all have an affinity to. Maybe it's Target or Costco, McDonald's or Burger King. In this example, it's Burger King. Burger King was launching a new product specifically tied to that Impossible Meat, the Impossible Whopper is what they're called. And our analysis and our clients wanted to know, did this new product drive more movement versus a competitor? Well, who is the competitor? The competitor in this case was McDonald's. Let me get this out of the way. When we did the analysis, was McDonald's, who's always a very worthy competitor, by the way, competing against Burger King, did this burger drive more traffic in the same city locations than McDonald's? And it turned out it was. So this Impossible Whopper drove more traffic compared to McDonald's in a key area. And we were behind this research, and so was our client Barclays in this example. Complementix is now the company that owns Tapestry together as an entity. This is the type of examples of how we will use your data completely anonymously when we monetize it. And we're compensated by the brands who work with us. I had a call this morning with a top 10 Fortune company who said, is the Tapestry data there yet? Do you have it? Do you have it? And I was thinking about our beta program and all of you on this call. We don't have it yet, as I was telling them, but it's coming and they're very, very excited. So we can't wait to get this app in your hands. We'll use it for this type of example. As Danny and Chuck said, I can't stress this enough. It's not personally identifiable information. Who you are, your social, political, all that stuff, it's not our business. We're not interested in that. We're very interested to see where people go. So that is the latest update. So if you are a part of the beta program, expect to hear from Apple and Google by Monday. If not, definitely reach out to us via support or via email, but that is our expectation. So let's jump into Q&A, but definitely want to chat about that first.
Hey, Walter, before we do Q&A, Tom's been patiently waiting. Why don't you explain to people that don't know Tom what his role is and why Danny and I are so appreciative to have him here on Fridays. As far as we're concerned, he's the man. You want to introduce him real quick?
Yeah, the
Well,
appreciation is mutual.
Yeah, I was actually wondering why he was on the call too. I'm not sure who he is. No, I'm
Windows
kidding.
dressing.
Who is
Totally
this
kidding.
guy?
Who is this guy? Tom Bullock is the Chief Revenue Officer of Tapestry Complementix. I mean, he has a tremendous history in this space and is so well connected, but I'll let him talk about that. But a key asset and a key person on this team. But I'll let you describe yourself, Tom.
Yeah, like Walter, I have more than a decade in the data space. I started in desktop, and as eyeballs started to move to the smaller screens, made the move over to Complementix, and it'll be 5 years for me this fall, and we've done some amazing things. In fact, I was just thinking, from a pipeline perspective, this year alone, we've already closed 3 deals with Fortune 50 companies. And we have a few more in the pipeline that we're hoping to nail down by the end of the year. These things take some time, but just to point out that the data business is real. It is the new gold, or the new oil, I guess it is. And we're really well positioned as Complementix, given our experience, given our the fact that we have historical data that goes back to 2016, and then we have contacts throughout the industry that we're selling to today. And so we have the pipeline in place to ingest the Tapestry data and begin monetizing it. And so we're really excited to disrupt the data business. And we're also really excited as increasing regulations limit how data can be collected and used. The Tapestry data is all consented. Every user that signs up is giving us permission to monetize it and use it in a responsible way. And we're really excited about that.
Absolutely.
Tom, you almost equal Walter. I got fired up listening to you too. That's exciting.
Yeah.
So, ladies and
Well,
gentlemen,
I'm excited, and I'll tell you, we're no place without the 327 participants that are on this call today. We need you to make this business successful. So thank you for being here.
Well, I want everybody who's
Absolutely.
listening. We'll jump into Q&A, I promise, and we're going to take our time and answer your questions. Don't worry. But I just want you to get a feel for these two guys right here and the experience they bring. That's what makes this opportunity so special. There's been other companies that promise things like this and they fall flat on their face. These men have been doing this for years. And so that part of it is not a variable. It's not a we hope it works. It's not a theory. They're just shifting from getting this data from apps that they've been getting to get it from their own app and through affiliates instead of app companies. Ladies and gentlemen, you are in the right place at the right time. So Danny, if you'll kind of follow through with me, I'm going to pepper Walter with a bunch of questions here. But if you can see if I missed any that you want to address, for sure. Walter, there's someone here, it looks like their name might be Chinese, but they got a lot of questions about Asia and international. We have a video, and Danny, if you could pop that video in the chat for everybody about the international expansion. But if you could just give us kind of a high-level overview, Walter, of where you see us going after the U.S. is open and live. Go ahead.
Yeah, so update on the international in general is we actually have an international comp plan that we think is pretty close to being solid. So we'll probably introduce that in the next couple of weeks. But here's our plan. As Tom mentioned, we have aspirations to go global. Global data is really the holistic view of our whole vision and our whole goal, but we are launching domestically first. So we are launching this product in the United States, and then we'll go up to the northern suburbs of Canada and launch there, and then talk about Western Europe and all English speaking geos. And you might ask the question, why? Why specifically those markets? Number one, the US market, we are here. We have a lot of buyers in this market. We understand it, and it's in our native language. So going up to Canada and Western Europe is quite trivial for us to do. It's not super challenging. Outside of that, it gives us a broad breadth of data as well. But US, Canada, Western Europe, New Zealand, Australia, and then we plan on tackling greater EU. So everything in the Eastern Bloc and the Central Bloc, Northern Bloc of Europe would go live. And then we talk about Central, South America, APAC, and the rest of the world. All markets we want to go live in, but we are doing it systematically. We want to have a product, and I see Kevin Liu's questions here, that's native to your language. And I see Chinese or Mandarin or Hindi. We want to have a product that makes sense and not just an English translation or maybe not a core product. So we want something that fits your language. The GPS, the location, the map all fits your language and your market. So that's why we're going that route. But we're very excited to go global.
Thank you, Walter. Very good. A question I get a lot, and I'm sure other leaders do, is how do we get paid and who pays us? How does that work? Because obviously we love Tapestry, but we're doing this to get paid. How do we get paid? Who pays us?
Exactly. So we are monetizing this data with third parties, right? So the example I just showed visually, in that scenario, it was McDonald's, Burger King, and Barclays Research got access to the data, a random device ID at a point of interest at McDonald's and at Burger King. It wasn't Walter or Chuck or Danny or Tom or Michael. It was a random ID. So when they buy that data, it transacts to you. That's how that's happening. And it's all completely anonymous. How we get paid, the mechanism is Stripe, if that's what you're referring to, Chuck. That's the tool we're utilizing to actually pay you. So when you've signed up with Tapestry today, maybe you signed up with a check, debit card, Google Pay, Apple Pay, it will be the exact same process.
Very good. You know, the question here from Bruce is, can I invite people automatically from my address book, Gmail contacts, LinkedIn contacts, Facebook contacts? Can you address some of the ways we'll be able to invite users or members into Tapestry?
Yep, absolutely. We'll probably do continuing more Monday night calls. We'll all be on the call, and obviously Danny and Tom kind of showing you how this is done. But you can invite your whole contact list if you so choose. You can invite everyone on Instagram or Facebook, all tied to your unique link. And that's just replicatable for you to your own back office. So yes, completely social and messages.
Great, thank you. Dave has a question here. He claims there's an iPhone feature that if a user doesn't use an app for a certain period of time, it's automatically deleted from the phone. How will Tapestry address that without us being automatically deleted?
Yeah, so Android and Apple have a product where they offload apps. You give Apple the permission to do that if you're trying to save space on your phone and apps that's not being used. Although we run in the background, that background usage is still considered usage. So we wouldn't be offloaded if you gave us the terms and conditions, you allowed location to run in the background, the app won't be offloaded. There's another feature to get a little bit more technical, where if we basically take up a huge percentage of your battery, roughly 20%, our app will get killed. That's also been taken care of with us having the silent push. So that's something we understood. That also changes internationally. That's something that we're taking consideration in other parts of the world that would also not allow that app to get killed, just in case. If you want to use the map features and spend time in the app, that's fantastic. We encourage that, but Tapestry does do all the work for you in the background.
Great, thank you, Walter. One question I get often is if I'm traveling internationally, say I'm in the United States, I've got the US app, but I travel to the UK or somewhere, does that knock me off for getting paid for my data? Is that data still valuable? What happens when that happens?
That's very valuable, really. I mean, that domestic or international travel is very important to us. You won't get kicked off for traveling internationally. We'd understand where that phone actually rests from. And you travel, let's say, to Europe or South Africa, something like that. That is fair game and very good data.
Great. Larry asks, what happens if a paid affiliate decides it's not for them and they cancel their monthly subscription? If they had free members or affiliates, where's all that end up? And basically, I'll address that one. If a paid affiliate decides for whatever reason to stop paying their $9.95, they become inactive. If they have the app on their phone, they're still a user. They can still get up to $25 a month. They can still earn on the people they personally enroll, but that extra income from being an affiliate will stop immediately. So at that point, if they had a bunch of users, if they had a bunch of affiliates on their first and second tier, they stay where they're at. They don't lose them, but they just quit getting paid on the affiliate income that would have been available. So there is, for the technical term, there is no compression. They don't like get knocked out of the system, but they become inactive in terms of the affiliate income they could have earned. I hope that helps, Larry. Linda asked a very good question. She says in the Tapestry's terms and conditions, it mentions something about receiving third-party promo emails. That's caused some concern to one of her customers. Can you address the privacy and that one in particular?
Yeah, I don't know specifically because we're not selling your third-party emails, but the core business of what we do is when you sign up with Tapestry, everything we do is anonymized. So you sign up, Chuck at Gmail, hypothetically, we take that, we hash that in MD5 or SHA-1 encryption. And then we have location data tied to this hashed ID that goes everywhere out in the world. It's not tied to that ID one-to-one. We don't sell email addresses or sell email addresses. So happy to speak specifically, Linda, to what you're referring to, but our business is completely about anonymous data.
Walter, I thought that might be addressed if they did a voluntary survey to get a little extra money.
Correct.
Would it potentially that the survey company might do some with their email? I'm not sure why we had that in there if that's not the case.
Yeah, that's right. So even if you were to do a survey with us, let's say you jumped in a survey with Procter & Gamble, which is a client of Tapestry, and they are interested in Tide or some type of soap or detergent, you could put in your information. They don't ask for your name or your email address. Even when you do the survey, it's completely anonymous. But they would want to understand if you fit the demographic of their Tide product, as an example. So let's say they're looking for women 18 to 45 who live in the Midwest. You'd have to qualify that they don't get any personal information about you, but you did qualify for that survey. And when you get paid, obviously you get paid for that as well.
Good. We get this question a lot. Can you go ahead and address the minimum age? They ask for affiliate, but you might as well mention for the app too.
It is 16 years of age.
So can someone 15 be an affiliate?
No, unfortunately not. Just
This
wait
is
a
a trick
year or
question.
maybe half a year. Yeah.
Wait 1 year.
Yeah.
Here's a
Wait
good
1
question.
year or half a year.
I think you've answered this already, but I want to make sure. Do I have to have my phone location on at all times for this program, compensation, data collection to work?
Yes, you do. Yeah. So we're running in the background. You download the app, you agree to the terms and conditions, you allow location always to run, and that enables you to earn for your own data, whether you're an affiliate or just an average user. And then obviously it allows you to share with third parties as well, but you have to have it constantly enabled. You do have features within the app though that allows you to stop sharing location data for whatever reason. That's completely up to you. It's your choice. It's your data, and you can utilize that. We will send you a push notification within 24 hours to re-enable it to stay active within the system.
Go ahead, Danny. Were you raising? You just stretch it? Okay. I saw that way. I'm like, whatever you want, Danny. Go ahead. Let's see. Are there any rules for advertising the apps or any cautions for affiliates?
Say that one more time.
Are there any rules for advertising the app or even to be
As an affiliate advertising the product?
Yes.
Yeah, so we do have compliance, right? So the key thing we want to take in consideration is protecting the brand of Tapestry. So utilizing our name and a domain or utilizing our name and advertising is something that is prevented, and we hope you would not do that just to protect that name and that copyright. At the same time, we think you can use something that's similar, like a lot of people are utilizing the word tap. Obviously, we don't have anything on that term. So tap with data or monetize your data or getting paid with your data are all things that are fair and game. But if you have a question or you just want to make sure it's compliant, definitely send a support ticket or email us at support@tapestry.io.
Danny, did you see any questions that I missed? I'm still going through it.
We have somebody asking, you might have already addressed this. Do you have to have your phone location on at all times for the app to work? Or can you just have the location in the app set to always allow?
Yeah, so it should be one and the same. So when you allow location with us inside the app, it will speak to your core location services of your phone to allow us to have constant access. So that has to be in.
So somebody cannot turn off their data on their phone and have it on in our app, is what you're saying. They have.
That's correct. So going in, giving examples, turning on the bedtime feature within your app will sometimes delay location data. Going in airplane mode, turning off your phone. Those are examples where every app on your phone will lose access, including Tapestry. I do see a couple questions. Oh, go ahead, Dan. Go ahead.
Sorry, I was just going to ask if somebody doesn't have an active, they have a phone, but they're just using Wi-Fi or something. They don't actually have like a phone plan through Verizon. Will the app still work?
It still works. The limitation there is your plan, right? So if you're pay as you go, you're maybe with Boost or Cricket or some of these proper providers where you're kind of pay as you go, as long as you have service, we'll have access. And when the service kind of ceases, that's where our access will cease as well. Is there a limit? I see an anonymous attendee. Is there a limit to who can buy the data? Yes, we have strong limits. Government agencies, police, foreign governments. So we say up front, transparently, we've been doing this for such a long time. We do not monetize with government, police, anything, DARPA, US border control. I mean, the biggest buyers of data, I think we all know, is government. And we've made the staunch decision to never monetize with government for any reasons Obviously, there are good reasons to monetize data. So you can see a lot of things with COVID and patient tracing. Even with those noble pursuits, we say no.
Terrence asks, do you receive a business number for tax purposes? And the way that works, ladies and gentlemen, is when you earn your first money with Tapestry, you'll get notified. And at that point, not before, but at that point, once you've earned your first money, you'll be asked to go into the system, and with Stripe, you will register with them to get paid. You'll tell them how you want to get paid. They'll have multiple options. You choose how you want to be paid. They will also keep track for tax purposes. If you earn a certain amount, you'll receive a 1099 here in the United States. And then each country, you'll get your tax reporting through Stripe. Walter, anything you want to share there? I think I hit that one pretty good.
No, you did. I'm just running through here. I mean, Kevin Liz asking really good questions. Can you communicate with each other within the app? No, you cannot. And the current version of the app, you cannot do that.
Walter, here's a good one for you. Lima asked, considering that videos are very popular for attracting users via social media, will Tapestry be creating any short 30-second videos whose content has been vetted that we can use on social media? Or are we to come with our own videos and just have them approved by corporate before we use them?
Yeah, we plan on it. So Danny's definitely leading this effort and doing a phenomenal job. We plan on having a core amount of data that's video, links, images. People like Haval and Michael have done a great job helping us. We plan on having a whole host of corporate material that you can utilize. Even with the corporate material, we understand some of you guys are very, very savvy to create content better than we can. So we advise that, but we should have a large amount of corporate material as well.
We do have quite a bit as well on our guides area in the Facebook group. And if you want me to email you a resource guide that gives you access to all the zip files of all the photography that we have that's already approved, I can do that. Just send me an email to danny@tapestry.io. As well as that, we do have a few videos, but I think that with that, you'll have everything you need.
Here's a question, Walter. What will happen in terms of earnings if for some reason a user, a member, is not able to complete a full month with the app up and running?
Yeah, they would not qualify for earnings. However, the amount of money, we talked about that green circle in our images, let's say hypothetically the number was $8 and they got halfway through the month and they turned it off for whatever reason. They could turn it back on a couple of weeks later. That $8 is not going away. The next time they complete their circle, they'll get the payout as long as they get the number and minimum of $10. So it doesn't go away. You can still earn, but you have to stay active for a full 30 days to get paid out. And by the way, that's how we monetize data. So we see the 30 days of activity, we monetize it, we pay you for the data. And then it also enables all the affiliate bonuses on top of that. So if we don't see 30 days worth of data, it's not monetizable for us.
John asked a question. I think Tom can help us with this one. He asked let me just read his question so I get it right. Can you explain how your revenue increases as the number of affiliates increase? It would seem that eventually you'd be paying out more than you could earn from the data. Tom, you want to address that for us?
Yeah, so the more data that we have, the more revenue we generate, right? And so as the number of affiliates grows, so will the number of users, because keep in mind too that every affiliate is actually a user too. And so it's just going to go up as commensurately. Hope that answers your question. I want to read this one from Edwin too.
Go for it.
And add a little bit. He says, just joined the business after seeing it on Monday, tremendously excited after looking deeper. And it dawns on me the magnitude and beautiful simplicity of this model. And he's absolutely right, because where else can you download an app and do absolutely nothing but live your life and make money from it? And then from the affiliate perspective, there's opportunity to generate even more income. And so thank you, Edwin, for pointing that out.
Yeah, so let me dive, got me all excited now.
Yeah.
So on top of that, so here's exactly what is happening in products now. And I don't want to bash any of these companies, but let's say you're using a cashback app, and a lot of them like Dosh, Rakuten, eBay, Swagbucks, Ibotta, a lot of apps that do this. Amazon even have an app where consumers are going to Costco, they're scanning a receipt with their phone, they're giving that information to a third party, and then they get paid every 90 days, they get a couple dollars, right? They know where you were, what you purchased, how often you purchased it, and generally where you're at and bank information. So like that's the current model. We plan on just tearing up that complete business model and having most consumers who are using that product use our product. Yes, you can still use a cashback app if you deem that valuable, but we think you should be getting paid for that data a lot more than what you're currently giving away.
Steve asked a very good question about the timing of payouts, when we get paid. And so basically,
But
yeah, basically it works like this. You need a full 30 days to earn your dollar. And so with that being said, let's say we launch the end of August, towards the end of August. All the apps that you got installed those last few days of August will be live every day during September. The user will get paid up to $25 and you get paid $1. Now, let's say, unfortunately, maybe we launch September 2nd or 3rd or 4th. Your 30 days would go into October. So you basically earn your dollar, but you're not going to get paid until that following month. It'd be like November 15th before you got paid on your dollars, because it takes a full 30 days to trigger the commissions. And you got to realize this. This is one of the things that makes Tapestry so strong and so viable, is it's a real business. This is real data that we're collecting for 30 days. And then Tom and his team are selling that. And then they're turning back and paying us on the back end. And so it is a 30-day window of live data that triggers the commission for the dollars that go into our affiliate. So I hope that answered your question. Walter, I know you're gonna like this question. I know you're gonna like this question from Philip. This is right up your alley. Will there be an annual Tapestry Leadership Conference every year for the affiliates, super affiliates, and global affiliates?
Yes. Yeah, I think a couple times a year is the goal. We're already kind of considering that, where we would do it, how would we do it. Everybody likes a good party. I think it's a great idea.
All right. Tyrone asked, outside of global affiliate bonuses, will there ever be an opportunity to earn beyond your two tiers, your two tiers? Tyrone, the answer to that is no. We're a two-tier affiliate program. We pay the dollars on your two tiers of users, which we're calling members or users. And then in the super affiliate program, you get a matching bonus on the affiliates in your first and second tier. The global, when you achieve global, you're earning equity in the company. There's no bonus paid out for being a global. There's not a global bonus pool at this time. There's no bonus paid out. You literally earn equity in the company. It's a tremendous gift and carrot that not only Walter, but the other co-founders, the board, have agreed to give 1% of Tapestry's equity to the first 50 global affiliates. It's just their way of saying thank you for helping us build this foundation early in the beginning of stages. So hope that answers your question. Calvin asked, can we sign up clubs and organizations? Let me address that. We are not a fundraising company. Now, our product and our affiliate program lends itself well to a lot of opportunities for organizations, ball teams, and such to raise money. We're not going to have a set policy. I know early on I was going to have a certification program and require you to go through tests and things to be qualified to call on an organization. We're not going to require that, but we are going to police it on the back end. What we don't want is we don't want people calling on organizations that don't completely understand our affiliate program and explain it inaccurately to give our company and our brand a bad name. So if we find that happening, you will literally risk discipline up to termination. You can't be making income claims. You can't be teaching people how to do this inaccurately. So if you understand our affiliate program, an organization, a ball team, a church, they can sign up as an affiliate just like you can, use their tax ID, and they can use it. But we as a company are not going to be offering special training and tools and marketing materials for fundraising. Obviously, our program lends itself well to that. And if you want to do it, just make it fit within the current affiliate program. I hope that makes sense. That's a great question. And I have a heart for that too, Calvin. I want to help a lot of ball teams and churches raise some money too. So I'm with you there.
Walter, you'll like this one.
Go ahead.
Does the app use power or data as it runs in the background? And so Walter's been running the app and he can answer that firsthand.
Yeah, so it uses 1% of your battery. Now, that number doesn't automatically translate to everyone's phone. I'm on an iPhone 11 Pro Max, so not the newest iPhone 12, but also not an iPhone 6. It's using 1% of my battery. All of our testers is using 0.5% to 2%. So we haven't seen it go over 2% of the battery. So if you're in the app constantly utilizing the map function, it can go over 2%, but we don't expect it to go over that number. It's a great
Okay,
question.
Walter, can I ask you the terms and conditions question, since you and
Yeah,
I are always talking about that? Terms and
Yeah, I see
conditions sounds like more data than just location, contact list access, keeping people from signing up. Can you address
Yes.
that?
So yeah, what our terms and conditions highlights is every single thing we see, not every single thing we monetize. So if I went to Nordstrom.com tomorrow and bought something, they have access to the last for my credit card, they have my location, they know what I bought, they know where I live. All of this should be spelled out in the terms of service. And it doesn't mean they monetize all that data, but they will monetize a lot of it. And that's what our terms and conditions states as well. If you sign up with us and you pay $9.95, we have the last four of your card. We don't monetize that. It's not our business. We know who you are and some information about you. That's also not our business. The only thing we monetize is location data and hardware and software information tied to your phone. Not social, not your phone number, not your contact list, your camera, your text messages, any of that information. That's not our business.
Very good. Thank you. Anonymous, I don't know who this is, but it's a good question. And it's one of the questions I had for you, Walter, when you first presented this opportunity to me. The first question was, will there be enough data demand to handle what we're about to produce? And you and Tom have assured me that that's not going to be an issue. In fact, the more data we can produce, the more valuable it is. The second question here is, it's a brilliant concept. What assurance might you offer that you won't terminate the affiliate compensation program in a year or two and just bring it in-house once the Tapestry enrollment goals are achieved?
That is exactly what you mentioned to me, Chuck, when we first talked about this over a year ago now. It seems like a lot of people in this space have that experience. So let me kind of bring this back. When I was thinking about affiliate program, I was thinking about existing models that already work. Amazon is a good model. They have 4 million affiliates today, and most people don't know that. And a quarter of all traffic to Amazon comes from an affiliate. And obviously, they're not going to get rid of their affiliate program. We plan on having the same exact model. If you hear about Tapestry, it should be from one of us, one of our affiliates, one of our thousands of affiliates. And we want to keep and continue that. That is our growth engine. And then a lot of these questions here as well talk about internationally. How are we going to launch in China or in Singapore or Nigeria or Jamaica? Well, we have a whole host of affiliates there that kind of get us on the ground early to help grow our business there. So we plan on keeping our affiliate program. Obviously, we don't want to make any promises that we don't want to lead you in the wrong direction, but we are an affiliate-backed company. It is the backbone of our business, and we intend to keep it.
And I'll add that's what makes us really, really unique.
Yes.
A good question from TC here. If my wife and I are both affiliates and one of us dies, what happens to the account of the one who passes? Basically,
so
the question is the business willable?
It is willable. Yeah, it is willable. We're actually going to add that into the affiliate terms of service as well. Steve Reddick, I love this question. Realistically, how many pings do you need to hit the 25 bucks? Averages are easy to calculate. So for our perspective, those who are going to hit the top of that pay scale are going to be people in the gig economy and truck drivers, things of that nature, people who are on the road constantly giving us background information. But it's not just background information. So we understand if you are walking, driving, running on a train, etc., by looking at the speed and the horizontal accuracy of the phone and vertical accuracy of the phone. And the amount of data people in that vertical will provide will likely hit those numbers. That's what I'll say.
I'm going to start peppering you faster because we got about 5 more minutes to the top of the hour. We'd like to keep this at an hour, but I might have missed this. But in regards to affiliate fees, will these be automatically deducted from earnings if we prefer that in the future?
Yes, it will be in the future. Absolutely.
Great. Dr. Brooks asks, what happens if I reach a $25 payout? Can it go over that, or is that where it caps out?
It is where it's capping out on the side of your own data, not on the affiliate side, or tapping your friend and earning a buck.
Yvonne asked, where do we set a funnel to get approved by corporate?
Support at tapestry.io.
Oh, Walter, we haven't asked this question yet today. Robert asked, when's the app going to launch?
Right. The question I want to answer immediately. So beta program is going live on Monday. We're going to run that for 7 days. We'll be launching shortly after that. So as soon as possible, as soon as possible.
What about gear, Walter? Making t-shirts and swag. How are we with that? What's your thoughts going forward?
It's under work right now. Matt's working on that. Another Tapestry person on t-shirts, hats, hoodies, mugs, all of it.
Here's a good question. I don't think I've seen this one before. Does it matter how much a user earns or whether you earn $1 or not?
No, it doesn't.
I know. I knew that answer, but I've never seen that question. Well, that's a good question.
That's a really good question because a lot of people get confused and think that we're actually earning commission on what the user earns in their data, and we're
That's
not.
right.
We are earning commission for how many days that the app is active on their phone. That's when the commissions are generated.
That's correct. Yep.
All right. I know I missed a couple. If you did not get your question answered, you can send your question to support@tapestry.io. And our support team is working very, very hard to keep up with all the support tickets. We got a lot going on, a lot of exciting times. So they're doing their very best to make sure all support tickets are answered on a timely basis. Walter, I think you had said within 48 business hours, we expect that's our standard for getting support tickets answered. Is that pretty much what we set for the team?
We're saying 40 for support tickets. We're saying 48 to 72 hours, but generally it's within 48 hours.
So I have to give a little caveat to that. Please don't send silly questions that we've answered 100 times to support@tapestry.io because they are really busy answering important. I'm not saying there's not an important question, but sometimes there's tools and there's guides and there's past videos that answer a lot of the same questions. So do a little homework and due diligence on your part through the Facebook affiliate group. Go to guides. There's a lot of pre-recorded or past recorded videos. And then if you have something really important that needs addressed, maybe you need a username changed or something like that, that's where you go into your back office and you go to the support center area and you open a support ticket, and that will get addressed within 48 hours. They're on it way quicker than that, but just know if you've sent a support ticket and opened one through the back office, that's where you need to go back and check in, because that's where the response to that support ticket will be. It won't come to you via email. It's in your back office.
Yep.
And we're doing these calls every Friday too. So, feel free to come back
Absolutely.
next Friday. And if we didn't answer your question today, we can certainly get to it next week.
Can I answer 3 questions really quick?
Go right ahead. It's your call.
All right, so Sonia, just to make sure I have this right, I download the app, Tapestry collects my data, sells my data, and I get a paid percentage. Is that correct? That is correct. So you're getting a majority of that revenue when we monetize it. That's a great question, Cheryl. Cheryl asked the question, if I restart my phone, do you have to turn the notifications back on? It does it automatically. So whatever settings you had on before will automatically come on. And Linda asked, I live next door to Walmart and Lowe's. Will that affect my data usage? That's funny. It will not. It will not.
Hey, Walter, I got one more for you. I tried to explain this earlier, but I'd like you to explain it again, because I think it's really important that affiliates understand the timing of getting paid. Could you kind of walk us through that again? Donna's question was, so pay is on a 30-day basis and not a specific date for everyone. Is that right, is her question. Can you kind of just walk us through how the payment's going to work for affiliates?
Yeah, let's use Danny as an example. Danny downloads the app on September 1st. She's making money with her own data. At the end of the month, she's made $12. She's also shared the app with 2 people. Let's say they downloaded the app on the 2nd of September, or another person the 3rd of September. She will make the $12 automatically on her own account, on her own phone at the end of the month, right? Generally on the payout of October 15th. The other people she shared the app with, one on the 2nd, one on the 3rd, we're looking for 30 days of activity on those people, and then they qualify for payouts as well. And there's the same thing for everybody else after that. So super affiliate, global affiliate, all the payment bonuses is having them on board for 30 days.
All right, so Tom, Danny, Walter, I'm gonna let you guys go if you want to. I'm gonna stick around a little longer and try to answer some of these questions. I don't like people not getting their questions answered, so I'm gonna stick around and try to answer some more. but you guys are welcome to go. It's been a full hour. Thank you for making yourselves available every week. I know how busy you are. Really, I know everybody appreciates it. So thank you guys.
I'll stay on for another 5 minutes.
All right, cool. So I got a question here. How many global affiliates are there so far? There are 11 as of yesterday. I just got my report recently. I'll look at that, see if any new ones have popped. There are probably 8 to 10 that are really close, and a lot of people are going for it. So I don't mean to put time pressure on you, but the first 50, I believe, my best guess is you got about 30, 45, 60 days, and the 50 slots will be gone. That's what I'm seeing. So
I agree.
Plan accordingly.
Yeah.
Tom, you look like
Minimum
you
payout,
you want to answer?
$10.
I'm sorry. What?
I'm just answering Lisa's question. Lisa's question, minimum payout to cash out is $10.
All right, everybody go to the chat box and copy all of those links right there, and you'll have a ton of resources at your fingertips that you can then share with everyone who's not in our Facebook group. And those will soon be in the back office as well. We're all hands are on deck behind the scenes at Tapestry. That's all I'm going to say. You guys are going to see a lot of updates coming.
So here's a question for Chuck and Danny. New prospects associate this business to a multi-level marketing company. Explain the difference between a multi-level marketing company and affiliate program. That's a great question.
Yeah, repeat the question for me. It's an easy one, but go ahead and repeat it so I can make sure I understand.
New prospects associate this business to a multi-level marketing company. Explain the difference, please.
Very good. A multi-level company typically, by definition, pays down through multiple levels. Usually 7 to 10 is standard. There's different types of network marketing company, multi-level companies. There's binaries, there's breakaways, there's all kinds of things. We are kind of a hybrid. I mean, technically, if you want to be real sincere about it, we're a hybrid. We're a flat out 2-tier affiliate program. All of your commissions are based on what happens in those 2 tiers. The first 2 tiers is all about users, and then also the affiliates, the affiliates in those 2 tiers. Now, those affiliates earn income on their first and second tier, which opens up to you a few more users. But we are basically a 2-tier affiliate program with an incredible matching bonus twist. So we're really unique. I don't know of anything out there anywhere exactly like us. So we're not your typical Amazon affiliate program. We're definitely not your typical network marketing multi-level. We are a hybrid. We're unique. I love the way Michael Langto introduces that. We're very unique. So I hope that answers your question.
I would just add to that what makes us a hybrid. If we were strictly 2-tiered affiliate program, there would be no rank advancement or ability to earn for building teams of affiliates. That's what makes us a hybrid. That super affiliate rank advancement that allows you then to open up the 50% check match bonus on all your tier 1 and tier 2 affiliates. That's what makes us a hybrid right there. Otherwise, we would be strictly 2-tiered affiliate program.
Mm-hmm. Well, you can see the questions that are asked. Can you go multiple levels down? And obviously, we say no to that. We're not interested in building in multiple tiers going down. We think we have enough revenue opportunity for all the affiliates and users just where we're at with the 2 tiers and the 50% matching bonus.
Can I add to that too? This is another point. We have a free product that we get to give people that they actually earn. They make more money every month just simply for having it on their phone. That's extremely generous in and of itself. So to add the ability for them to also invite people and get paid residually recurring commissions to be a free user and just have the app on their phone and increase their revenue by sharing is extremely generous. And then we went for the people who really see the opportunity. The people here today have the opportunity to upgrade to a paid affiliate, which it does have a nominal fee every month, but what you gain in return is additional income, the opportunity to build a team if you choose to, a back office, some robust marketing and promotional materials that no free users have access to.
Danny, do they have to register for the Monday training each time, or if they do it one time, are they good?
If they do it one time, they're registered.
What happens if you get a new phone, Walter?
Great question. So everything is tied to a sign-in. So when you sign up for Tapestry with your name and email address, you get a new phone. Generally these days, the apps when you transfer over will automatically be on your new phone. You just sign back in.
Great. Got a question here, Galaxy S9, whoever that is. Can you explain exactly what gets you to global affiliate? Yes, I can. I did it quickly during the presentation, but I'll explain again. As a global affiliate, it simply means you have personally enrolled 10 people that you've helped become super affiliates. Now, maybe you didn't help them a whole lot. Maybe they did on their own. It doesn't matter how much you helped them, but you have 10 personally enrolled super affiliates. That makes you a global affiliate. Now, to earn the equity in the company, it does take a little bit more than that. You have to maintain that rank for 6 of the first 12 months after you obtain the rank for the first time. One other thing I'll mention on global and equity. If we find that you bought your way to that rank, you will be disqualified for earning equity in the company. We'll obviously do an audit of those 50 who earned global and make sure they didn't just buy it on their own, trying to earn that equity. That's not the intention of that promotion. The intention is to thank you and reward you in the best way possible by giving you equity in the company for helping build a strong foundation to Tapestry in our very beginning stages. All right, I am sure I missed some, but I think I went through all I could see here. Again, if you have a question that did not get answered, send it to support@tapestry.io. If they can't answer it, they will get it to one of us that will. And be sure and thank support every once in a while.Ose guys and gals work very tirelessly behind the scenes, all kinds of crazy hours. And so be kind, ask them, just thank them every once in a while, let them know you appreciate them. And we appreciate you. So have a great weekend. Oh, one last thing. I mentioned this earlier before the call. We had 30 new super affiliates yesterday, one day, new single day record. So between now and the time the app launches, the Founders Club membership promo is in full effect. And so whether it be a week and a half, 2 weeks, whatever day it is, nobody knows exactly. The beta test and a few things have to happen, but it's going to happen quickly. Let's put it that way. Take full advantage of the season you're in. Don't take that time off now. Now is the time to really get out there and pre-build your affiliate team to the max right now. And then once the app goes live, everything shifts. Danny and her team start training on how to get the apps installed. One of the other questions I asked Walter the first day when he approached me with this opportunity was, Walter, you've got millions of apps installed throughout your career. You're the master at getting people to install apps. Can you teach an old guy like me, a baby boomer, who isn't that techie, how to give away 100 apps? And he kind of laughed and he said, Chuck, yes, for sure, guaranteed. So one of the things we'll do is Danny in her own right is a phenomenal social media coach. She can help you. We got phenomenal people coming to the team like crazy that can help you. But Walter himself will come on the Monday trainings and teach you some tips on how to get people to install the app. That's where the money's made. Installing the app and keeping it active. Building a team is great, but if the people don't install the app and keep it active, you're not making no money. The company's not making no money. You're wasting your time. So build your team now. Between now and the day of the app, and don't ever stop building a team, of course, but really use this as a sense of urgency. This weekend, the next week, while we're doing the beta, what a great time to be able to tell people, hey, our company's in the final stages here of beta testing this app. It goes live soon. Get yourself positioned. You pay the $9.95 one time, and the company waives the monthly fee for 12 months. What an incredible, generous offer. So with that being said, I just want to kick off this weekend and encourage you. Now is not the time to sit back on your hands and wait. Push hard. You'll be glad you did. God bless you all. Tom, Danny, and Walter, thank you for joining us. God bless everybody.
Thanks, everyone. Have a nice weekend.
Thank you, guys.
Hi, everyone.
Have a great weekend.
I will get this recording converted and to Danny as quickly as possible for her to do what she does, and then we'll get it to you. God bless everybody. Bye-bye.